everyone, how are you? This is me again, Yes Rosette. I know that I have been a little harsh with Canada and the couple of vlogs that I have updated or uploaded to YouTube last week or even this week, and I have mentioned there why it's hard to land a job in this country. I also listed 3 reasons as to why even the Canadians and permanent citizens are opting to move out of their own country. Yeah, and because of that, I wanted to balance this out by also presenting the fact as to why I still want to remain in this country despite all of those recent abrupt changes in immigration policies and despite the crisis that Canada is currently undergoing in terms of its social services, in terms of its housing, and even in terms of its cost of living. I think almost everyone knows that Canada is a dream country for most Asian people, especially those of us who thinks it brings out better quality of life than what we have in our home country. Again, don't get me wrong in this. I love the Philippines so much. I'm a Filipina by heart, by soul, and by mindset, even by traits and tradition. I still abide by the Filipino tradition, even if I know that it's already draining our pockets. But yeah, I still have this Canadian dream ever since I realized how promising this country has been, and that started way back 2018, even before the COVID-19 pandemic hit the whole world. Because of that, I realized that I think it's not only me who has been aspiring. We have maybe billions of people also wanting to at least land in this country, maybe as a visitor only, or to settle permanently. And these thought alone encouraged me to search for the things or to look for the beauty of Canada, not just with its, natural beauty, but with the beauty of its services, the quality of life that it offers, despite what I have been mentioning in the previous vlog, and also with the social services that it has, in order to motivate myself and my family to still opt to live and settle down here when things already subside, when government and social issues already subside. And because of this, a little bit of conscience that I felt with those things that I mentioned might be discouraging to some who are still planning to come here, settle down with their family, become an international student, or even for those permanent residents who are also thinking to move out of the country. I might have encouraged them to do so. I'm not sure. I know not many viewers have viewed my YouTube channel, but for some of you who might actually had those who might actually been demotivated by the videos, I think that I owe you this one. So I created this video in order for us to go back to the reasons as to why in the first place we planned on coming here to Canada, and why is this a favorite immigration country, or why is this a favorite of those planning to move out from their country, especially from Asia and from some parts of Africa. So if you want to revisit those reasons as to why you opted Canada to be your immigration destination, then this vlog is for you. The first reason I listed here is it's world-class, not just world-class, but free world-class education. I think many of us, especially those who brought their children here, have been informed that Canada offers free education, public school education for those children aging 5 to 18 years old, and subsidized tertiary education or tuition in universities and colleges. And yes, it's not just the fact that they are free, but they are world. Who doesn't want a free and world-class education, right? So if you're thinking of leaving Canada because for you it's already very expensive and there are lots of this and that issues in the government, then you might as well go back to the first benefit you got for your children, that is free world-class education. Okay, let's go to the second reason I have listed here. It is this might be contradicting in the previous vlog that I have, but let's still discuss universal health care. This is subjective, guys, as I am from a third world country where healthcare is so expensive and almost impossible. Even if you have insurances, it's not an assurance that you will get a free health care. So again, this universal healthcare is so beneficial to us if we just become permanent residents and Canadian citizens here. And yes, I mentioned that it's hard to have a family doctor these days, but in the Philippines it's even harder because you cannot afford having your own family doctor without spending or without breaking your bank. And to think that they also have world-class talents of doctors and surgeons alike. Yeah, who wouldn't like to live here with that fact, right? Right? And we have the third one. It's the safety and low crime rates here. Yes, we cannot deny the fact that Canada is mostly part of the top 10 countries that has the lowest crime rates in the world. With that alone, it's a good reason to settle down here with your family and have less fear that your children going to school or that you yourselves might get hurt walking in the dark or might get mugged just walking late in the evening. What am I saying? Okay, the fourth reason as to why many immigrants should still stay in Canada or are still staying in Canada despite these recent issues in the government, is social services and benefits. I would repeat it: social services and benefit. I think majority of landed immigrants have chosen this country because of the major free benefits that they can get from the government for themselves, their children, and for their future upon retirement. The first is CTB, that's a child care benefit, which I will create a separate vlog on in the future. And then we have the employment insurance. Those who have been laid off from work can actually receive assistance from the government through this employment insurance. You get paid even if you're still looking for your next job. And we have the third, that is PP, or the Canada Pension Plan, and that secures your retirement fund, or that is tantamount to your retirement fund. Okay. Next one that I really love about Canada and that really forced me to choose this country is its natural scenic beauty. Yeah, it's not a secret anymore, guys. It's not a secret anymore. From Quebec to Banff in Alberta, to the Great Lakes of Ontario, to Niagara Falls, to the Rocky Mountains, even to the Northern Lights that I was able to, to the Northern Lights that it has posed, or to the regular Northern Lights that one can experience while in here, especially in Yukon. If you go to Yukon, it's like a normal day for you. And many more, like parks preserving animals or wild animals, which you can actually interact with for free. Who doesn't want to come and live here? Who doesn't want to visit those while living in this country, right? And actually, while being here, I have already experienced the totality experience. And frankly, it's the reason why I want to remain here, because I am holding on to the fact that I still have the chance of landing a job and after that de-stress in those Rocky Mountains over Alberta and sleep with the wolves in Park Omega. You might search those guys, they are so interesting. If you're an animal lover, you want to witness wolves. There's also a bonus for you if you live in Asia or in a far away place from Canada. It's cheaper to book a flight to Europe. That's also one thing that keeps me holding on with this country. Okay, anyway, that one is a really big factor for me, why I chose this country. I can go to US, I can go to Europe with less budget than when I would have been in the Philippines. Okay, now we're down to the last one. So overall, I've listed here, I know this might be contradicting to my previous vlog, but I listed down the quality of life. Yes guys, this is subjective. I know that the quality of life is subjective itself, and this video alone is subjective. It means that it's my own reasoning, it's my own conclusion as to why I think there's still hope at all the major issues going on in the economy. And again, compared to the Philippines, we might have a better quality of life here. This is just an example or an estimate. If you have, for example, a whole day of salary in the Philippines, this might just buy a family of 4 one meal or 2 decent meals in one day. But if you have a whole day of net income here, it might buy you a decent meal, home cooked meal, for 3 to 4 days. So that's how big the gap is between the quality of life here and in the Philippines. And we have the comfort and convenience. Yes, we know that there are housing problems going on, or the housing problem is a big issue now these days because they want to provide decent houses to people. Yeah, by decent houses, I can assure you guys that in the Philippines, those decent houses that they claim here are already houses for the rich in our country, and that really justifies the fact that they have better quality of life here. And if you notice, when you walk around the town, there are things that they throw which are actually a luxury to us in our country. That again is one clear-cut example that their quality of life here is higher than ours. Also, the safety. Yeah. So guys, I know that there are a lot of reasons why I know that it's kind of hard to live here right now, to motivate ourselves into moving forward and doing our best just to land jobs and just to continue our goal of becoming permanent residents or citizens here. But I want to tell you that relatively it's easier to become permanent residents here and citizens other than in other countries, and that there are still those 7 reasons that I have listed which might motivate you, or which might push you to just pray and cling on to the original reasons why you and your family have opted to choose Canada as your immigration destination. So just balance the pros and cons and decide for a better future. Wherever you are, I know that you can be the best version of yourself. No. Okay, so that's it guys, that's it for today. Just cutting this video here. Bye. Cheers, cheers, cheers. And guys, if you want to watch more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button because I will be making more of these kinds of stuffs. And please hit the like button in order to push this video further, and that would encourage me and motivate me to research more on the current pros and cons of being here in Canada. Okay, thank you so much. May you have a great day, a great week ahead. Bye. See ya.